Hello, I'm Brandon, and I'm back to do a commentary on Jesse Velez from the Hansen vs. Predator sting. Let's jump into it.
Come in for a sec.
He's not even out of the car yet, and the decoy's already barking orders at him.
A little cold out.
He kind of walks funny. It's like the top half of his body is like leaning forward a bit. He just looks kind of awkward.
How you doing?
Good.
This must be because that camera kind of zoomed in there, so it must be someone operating that, either probably remotely. I doubt they were standing there, but the camera moved. Camera zooms in, so it's probably
How
not
you
just
doing?
a security camera.
Good.
Oh, chilly out.
And I'm guessing this must have been October because there's a pumpkin there.
Oh, chilly out.
Oh, and just, Jurassic Park is such an awesome movie. I consider it like near perfect movie. Just, fond memories from my childhood of watching that, and then, this piece of trash wears the shirt and sullies the good name of the movie.
Oh, chilly out.
I know. Huh?
I guess I'll give Jesse one positive comment is that he does not lock the door behind him. look at that decoy in the blue. He's just got his arms crossed. That's such an unnatural way to be standing when meeting someone you've been talking to. He's probably nervous as hell. And of course we'll get into more mocking of this decoy later, but right now it's just kind of interesting to notice how uncomfortable he looks.
How you doing today? My house is your house. Wanna come in? Come in.
Yeah, it just sounds like really poorly written movie dialogue. Like, if you want to come in, come in. Like no one's ever said that in the history of the world.
Nice house.
Wonder what Jesse's looking at there. Looks like he's staring right at the camera. What would he be looking at? Like he's looking at the roof of the living
Your
room?
house. Wanna come in? Come in.
Nice house.
So where'd you wanna go? Want a water or something?
No. This is the first time I met somebody.
Yeah?
Yeah. Just kind of nervous.
Nervous? I know, I am too. You wanna...
Did he just say this is the first time he met someone?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Want a water or something?
No. This is the first time I met somebody.
Yeah?
He's saying this is the first time I've met somebody. I know Jesse Velez could be, how old is he here? Like 30 something? And he's never met a human being before. I'm assuming he means he's never met someone online for these purposes. But doesn't he talk later about how he meets people all the time and he has friends of all these different ages and everything? He sounds like he's an incredibly social person, and then here he's saying that he's never met anyone before. Like he's never met anyone online. Yeah, I don't know what he means. Unless he's just lying to put the decoy at ease, but I don't know, it sounds like he's telling the truth or trying to.
Yeah. Just kind of nervous.
Nervous? I know, I am too. You want a water? Anything?
Yeah, please. Where are your...
Did he ask him twice if he wants a water and he got two different answers?
Want a water or something?
No. This is the first time I met somebody.
Yeah?
Yeah. Just kind of nervous.
Nervous? I know, I am too. You want a water? Anything?
Yeah, please.
He asks him if he wants a water, he says no, and then less than 10 seconds later he asks him if he wants a water again and he says yes please.
Where are your parents at?
They went away.
They went away? That's the extremely vague answer.
What is it?
Sorry?
They did.
Yeah. Here you go.
And yeah, of course, people always point out how old this decoy looks. Like, he doesn't look super old, like 30 or anything. Like, he looks older than 13. Like, he looks like either a very old or like teenager. Like, I think like 17 would be the youngest this guy could believably pass as. But he kind of looks like 19 or 20. So you could see how, even says right here, so how old are you? You could tell that Jesse figures something is up because I can't remember if Jesse even saw a picture of the decoy to realize this is a different person. But this guy standing here before him, this man, does not look 13. So Jesse is naturally and understandably suspicious.
So how old are you?
13.
You're only 13.
That's what they all say, you know?
That's what they all say. Who's they? People all the time say, "Hey, you don't look 13."
That's what they all say. So, where are we going?
I don't know, wherever you want to go to eat.
It's up to you.
I hate those kind of conversations. It's like someone take charge if you're trying to decide whether it's with like your girlfriend or like your parents or your siblings or anyone. I hate that where it's like, where do you want to go? I don't know, where do you want to go? You decide. I don't care, you decide. I've just learned long ago it's like, I'll pick the place. Unless someone else has an idea, I'll pick the place. Because it's just such a, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but it's just such like a boring kind of situation. If it's like neither person's excited about it, you're just like, where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? I don't care. It's like, just have a place. I have my favorite types of restaurants and bars and whatever. It's like if someone asks, where do you want to go? I'll tell them where I want to go. I'm willing to compromise and listen to other people, but I don't know. That could be a pet peeve of mine, and maybe it's kind of weird, but this conversation just kind of annoys me. Like, they didn't plan this out, like what they were going to do beforehand.
I don't know, wherever you want to go to eat.
It's up to you.
You hungry?
Yeah.
Where do you want to go?
Doesn't matter to me.
Like, this could go on for like ages. I don't know. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care. Where do you want to go?
I'm not really hungry, I just ate.
No.
No.
So you want to stay here?
No, not really.
You don't want to stay here? What do you want to do after?
This is just like, this is and understandably, like, this guy, the guy in the blue is not, from what I heard, they had a decoy that backed out or something, or for whatever reason they had to like stick him at the last minute, and he kind of did it without really wanting to do it. He was kind of forced into it. So I understand that he's not going to be the best actor at it, but this whole interaction is just, it's probably the most awkward interaction with all these guys in this sting, which is, you know, when you're up against guys like John Dupy and Jeff Sokol, it's like you're beating them in the level of awkwardness.
Hang out?
You know.
Netflix? Chill?
Netflix chill. Funny enough, it's kind of embarrassing, but I didn't know what Netflix and chill meant for like the longest time. It wasn't until probably like years after everyone else knew about that I finally clued in when someone mentioned it, and I was like, oh, I see what it means. Thank God I never like said that to anyone, because that could have been an embarrassing situation.
I was watching Netflix when I was texting you.
Yeah, what show?
I watched like TV shows like House of Cards, stuff like that.
House of Cards. Funny enough that Jesse Velez watches a show starring a guy who was accused of sexually molesting young men. Maybe that's just a coincidence. I've heard it's a good show, but it is worth noting.
I haven't seen that. Is it pretty good?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, we can Netflix and chill.
This is gonna be a weird question, but you have your ID on you.
Yeah, you could tell that Jesse, he just hasn't gotten over that doubt. And there's other predators that would have, they want so badly for this to be real that they're willing to just overlook any sort of logic, any sort of excuse. Because some of them ask, like why did you pick me? Kind of like hinting this is too good to be true. And they're just willing to accept any answer the decoy gives them. They're just like, oh, okay, good, let's proceed. Where Jesse seems, maybe he's a little smarter, or it could just be that this decoy is so clearly not 13 that he's not willing to let it go, and he actually asks for ID.
I don't have an ID on me. Sorry, I'm only 13. My mom keeps that in her purse.
Who lives here?
Who lives here? Oh, I live here. Me, my mommy, and my daddy.
And of course, that is probably like, if you had to pick one line as like the funniest, best line in all of Hansen versus Predators, that might be the one. Definitely top 3. And yeah, it's such a stupid thing to say. Like, what 13-year-old would even say that? Like, I don't know the age where kids stop calling their parents mommy and daddy, but it's probably like 7. It's like, or maybe even younger. Like, even by the time you're 10, I wouldn't call them mommy and daddy. I'd say my mom and dad. By the time you're 13, like, you would never ever say that. That's just such a stupid thing to say. Like, he probably received no training in this. They probably just threw him into it and, act like a 13-year-old and lure this guy in. And then he just tries his best, and this was his best. But
It's a nice house.
Yeah, they work hard.
It looks like that.
Yeah. This, you want to come look at this? This right here. This is my dad made this.
Oh, he did?
oh yeah, this is just so cringily awkward. Like, he's just trying to get him to come over there because obviously they want him in that spot because that's where the confrontation with Chris Hansen will take place, and that's where they got the most cameras set up and everything. So he's just trying to get him to come over there, but it did such an awkward thing. Like, hey, look at this thing here. Come over and look at this. Like,
Yeah. Pretty cool. Want to come look at it?
I'll take a trash. That's nice in there.
yeah, what does he say there?
Pretty cool. Want to come look at it?
I'll take a trash. That's nice in there.
Yeah, it says inaudible there. Yeah, I don't know what he says.
Come look at it?
I'll take a trash. That's nice in there.
I think he says something. It was nice meeting you. Like he's getting up to leave.
Cool. Want to come look at it?
I'll take a trash. That's nice in there.
Yeah, I think it sounds like he says it's nice meeting you. So obviously he would know something's up. He probably didn't know what was up, but definitely something's up. I doubt he was expecting a sting because up till now there's no sign of police or anything. But he probably just knows he's somehow being tricked. Like he's gonna get beat up. Like maybe there's other guys in the house, or maybe it's some sort of a setup. He just knows that something is wrong because this decoy's acting is like so bad that he would just be able to tell that something's up. So Jesse was at least smart enough to try to get out of there, but obviously it was too late.
Hey Jose, how are you? Oh, you take a seat right away.
Yeah, why does he call him Jose?
Yeah.
Oh, and there's the cupcakes are sitting there on the counter.
Yeah.
But that's something that the decoy could have used to lure Jesse. Jesse looks like a guy who likes to eat, so he could have used the cupcakes to get Jesse to come over.
What's happening?
Nothing.
Yeah.
That's kind of,
Yeah.
maybe it's nothing, but it looks like Jesse's staring at the bathroom door when he walks by. He's like his eyes should be glued to Chris Hansen, but instead he's kind of like checking out the bathroom door or something.
What's happening?
Or maybe he's looking at that painting. He might be kind of pulling a Timothy Isaac, where as soon as he knows that he's in trouble and he's being confronted, he just pretends to like look off camera at something else, kind of like he's so relaxed and chill that he can look at other things around the room, like he's not even concerned about what the situation might be.
Yeah. What was your plan today?
Nothing, actually. Just to hang out.
Just to hang out
Yeah.
with a 13-year-old boy.
And you just see the decoy just hanging around back there, just strolling
Just to
around.
hang out
Yeah.
with a 13-year-old boy who you sent a picture of your private parts.
No, I did it. I did.
Yes.
No, I didn't. I did. That is probably like the fastest admission of guilt in the history of the human race. He could have just said, "No, I didn't." But instead, he's like, "No, I didn't. I did."
Sent a picture of your private parts.
No, I did it. I did.
Yes.
Well, I guess technically he's asking. I did. Yeah, he's trying to pretend like he doesn't know. Yeah, look at that face. But funny enough, Jesse is technically a better actor here than the decoy. Like, I believe his performance more than I believe the decoy, even though I don't believe Jesse one bit. Like, obviously he's trying to pretend like he's so shocked and disgusted by the possibility that he sent pictures of his genitals that he just can't believe it, even though he obviously did it on purpose.
Ugh. I didn't mean to do that.
Ooh, was right.
Yeah. I was
You've been
just
chatting with him on and off for weeks.
Yeah, I used to chat with random people on and off. I'd hang out with them. No, nothing's really sexual, to be honest.
Nothing sexual.
No.
His chat was very sexual. He met him, wasn't it like Grindr that he met him on? He met him on an app that is generally known for being used for sexual purposes. Sent him a whole bunch of really disgusting sexual messages, sends him pictures of his genitals, and then he has the gall to say that he doesn't really do anything sexual.
What's this?
Let me see. Oh my god, I did not know I even sent that. Ugh. Yeah, I did not know that.
Ooh, was right.
Yes, you did know that.
Yeah, you just want to...
I suppose it could be possible that you accidentally send naked pictures of yourself to someone, like, 1 in a million chance, but I don't see how that's possible. Like, I don't see how you could possibly do that without doing it on purpose. I just don't believe him in the slightest.
Oh my God, I did not know I even sent that. Ugh. Yeah, I did not know that.
Who was right?
Yeah, usually when I send a picture, like I have a bunch of pictures of me.
Right.
So I must have hit that, but I didn't even know why.
So this was just one big mistake.
Yeah, I pretty much, yeah.
So you had a picture of yourself out and about town,
Because usually I
driving a
meet
car.
Yeah, like usually
and
I
then the
meet
penis pic. Oh, well, by mistake I hit the penis pic.
Yeah, yeah, and Chris has every right to mock that. It's such a stupid thing. Like if you're sending someone a picture of yourself, like you would send like one or two or like a few. Like you could see if you're sending a folder with like hundreds and somehow you put a naked picture of yourself in that folder. Like it's not impossible, but it's just so improbable that you just can't believe it. Like you sent that on purpose. And obviously if you match it up with the text of what they were discussing at the time, it's clearly evident that he did it on purpose.
Yourself out and about town.
Because usually I
driving
meet
a car.
Yeah, like usually
and then
I
the
meet
penis pic. Oh, well, by mistake I hit the penis pic.
Yeah, because I didn't even know because I would even say like something afterwards, but I didn't even know I really sent that, to be honest. Usually I meet people, I hang out with them, nothing really sexual. You know, so I don't even put like sexual things on my, like I don't do none of that stuff. Like I don't say, oh yeah, let's meet up and have sex. I don't really do that. I like to.
I think this is just a case of he knows exactly what he does. Obviously he does this all the time. He's like always online trying to do this exact thing. So he's just, his immediate response to being confronted is, I don't do this exact thing that I always do. He just flat out deny it. He could just say like, oh, like I do this kind of thing, you know, from time to time or even quite frequently, just never with an underage person. That was a mistake. He's like denying too much. He's denying that he never ever does this, but like clearly he does because you can just tell by his chat. And it's too hard to believe that after that sick, disgusting chat and all the stuff he said, that this was the first time he ever had a sexual conversation with someone. Usually it's probably something you slowly lead into. You don't just go in your life from the point of never ever doing it to going full tilt 100%. It's kind of like, you know, drinking or smoking or anything. Like you slowly get into it worse and worse. You don't just go from 0 to 100 in the matter of like 24 hours. His story just doesn't add up. He's obviously just denying it for the sake of not wanting to be in trouble.
Meet different people, hang out with them.
What is Grindr for?
Honestly, I know it's for hookups. I really do know that.
Every part of his story could just be completely shattered by a question like that. Like you'd see, okay, they met on Facebook or some other app that isn't primarily used for sexual purposes. You could say, yeah, I don't talk to people about sexual things on Facebook. That could be believable. But this is an app specifically designed for meeting people, specifically men, I think, like for gay people, for sex. That's what it's used for. So he's trying to say that he uses this app, but never for sexual purposes, when that is the entire point of the app. And do they really have to like frame it like this with the Jurassic Park in there? I feel bad for that movie. It's gonna taint my enjoyment of that movie if I ever watch it again. They should have just like zoomed in closer on his fat face here. Although I will give him credit, he has like a nicer and more natural receding hairline here than Joshua Cologne, who just had like the square cutout.
But I'm not all for that. I don't just meet people randomly and just start having sex with random people. That's not what I do. I know.
And the thing is like Chris hasn't really come out and accused him of that yet. Like he's like, oh yeah, you sent him pictures of your penis or whatever, but he never, like, he hasn't really accused him that much of it. So Jesse's first defense is just to say, like, oh, I don't meet people to have sex. Like, it's like, just like, why are you denying that so strongly when we really haven't accused you yet?
That sounds weird coming from myself.
You know, it'd be like getting pulled over by the cops and they ask what you're doing and you're like, I don't do drugs. I don't have any drugs in the car. I never do drugs. Drugs isn't something I do. I don't keep them in the car. I don't sell them. It's like, that just makes you look guilty. Why would you be so adamant about not doing this? Like, he could have looked less guilty by just kind of, you know, being more cautious and chill.
But it's not like that.
But isn't that what Grindr is for?
No, to me it's not. It depends on people use it for their aspects. Like I don't use it for any sexual like orientation.
So if other people use this app for that purpose, why would you go on there to use it for a different purpose than what it's used for? Like if you're just trying to meet people, use an app that is more suitable for that. It's like, if you're going to go on LinkedIn, it's mainly used for business, so that's what you use it for. Like, you don't just like, I'm going to find an auto racing forum and go on there to meet people to talk about music, because that's what I use it for. Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, you would pick the app that's specifically what's going to be you intend to use it for. The only reason he was on Grindr was to meet men for sex. That's the only reason.
Or activity like that. I just meet people, eat movies, we'll go to the restaurant, hang out, eat. I just like to have company with me. I'm like,
yeah, he likes to go to a restaurant and hang out, but when there came time to go to a restaurant with this kid, neither of them could decide where to go, and he said he didn't really want to go out because he'd already eaten. It's like, yeah, shut up, Jesse.
kind of how you say, I never really had friends when I was younger.
Right.
So I like to hang out with people, you can get to know them a little bit. It's about.
So I guess Jesse's saying that he was some kind of a loser and a loner growing up who didn't have friends, but thankfully by the age of 30, whatever he is, he's become such a cool guy, and he's kind of like a social butterfly now who can just hang out with so many people. No, not for sexual purposes, just to hang out. That's what he does.
People, you can get to know them a little bit. That's about it. I meet people from either 13, 17, 18, 30, even to their 40s. Just to.
Why would he say that? 30s, 40s, fine. They're adults. Even 20s. Even over 18. But he's saying he's friends with people that are like 13, 14, 17. But then again, he just finished kind of like denying everything. And all of a sudden now he's admitting that he does befriend 13, 14, 17-year-olds. So I think he just doesn't really have a plan in mind of how to get out of the situation. So maybe he's trying to at first deny everything, but now that he knows he's in trouble, he's going to admit to a little bit. He's going to admit that he does befriend 13-year-olds sometimes, but not for sex, just for friendship, which is, it's still just weird. Like, who the hell hangs out with 13-year-olds that they meet online, like strangers, just to like hang out, like for fun? No one does that. No one normal anyway.
Meet people and talk to them.
And how old are you?
I'm actually 27.
27.
Yes.
Okay, I guess he's not in his 30s. He's 27. Maybe he just looks older because he's fat.
And what do you do for a living?
Me, I'm actually a manager for a restaurant.
Me?
Which one?
Yes. Who else would he be talking to? Yeah, he means you. I think maybe it's just kind of like a subconscious tactic to stall a bit, to give him just that extra second to think of an answer.
And what do you do for a living?
Me, I'm actually a manager for a restaurant.
Which restaurant?
Jersey Mike's.
Jersey Mike's.
Yeah.
Oh, that poor restaurant. Yeah, I wonder if they had to like release some statement after this hit the news that, yeah, Jesse was fired and we have nothing to do with him, and yeah, that would just be terrible. It's terrible advertising.
Yes.
And how's that going?
It's going good. I actually just started there.
He really likes that word actually too. He's said that like a few times in the last 10 seconds.
About a couple weeks ago.
Right.
Yes.
But you see how this looks for you to come over and visit
I know,
that 13-year-old boy after
Yeah,
you sent him a picture of your
Yeah, I know. Like,
penis.
I didn't realize I sent that, and even when I came here,
How did you not realize it?
No, I understand where you're coming from, but even when I came here, even when I parked there, I was just like, oh, this is. Even when I sat there, I was like, yeah, this first time I ever did, like, met someone at someone's house. I felt kind of nervous when coming to a house. Could you just say, what's me at a public place, so it's more safer for me? That way, just in case I don't know the other person.
No, the reason he came to a house rather than a public place was because it's easier to have sex with them in a house than it is in a public place. I think one of the other TCAP commentators mentioned this, which I'm glad they did because I might not have noticed, was that Jesse seems to be keeping his left hand hidden here, and he has what looks to be a wedding ring or something on there, so maybe he's trying to hide that from Chris so Chris doesn't bring it up.
But that's why even when I came, I actually trying to park at that park for a while. I was just saying, I was like, I should not be going to this person's house.
But you did it.
Yeah, I did.
And yeah, other predators have said that too. A lot of them have said that they drove around the block or they hesitated, they didn't want to come in. He's trying to make it look like he was hesitant to come in because he was worried for himself, like for his safety. But no, he was worried that there are legal repercussions for what he's about to do, and he could be caught or something like that. Like, police could be there, could be a sting, he could be exposed somehow. That's the reason that he was hesitant to go inside, not for his own safety.
But you did it.
There's a reason these guys are called predators. It's because they're the ones who intend to cause harm. There's very little likelihood that harm is going to come to them. They are the predator.
Yeah, I did.
Why did you do it then?
It's the first time for me. I never went to someone's house before.
I hear that.
Did you say he's never been in someone's house before?
First time for me. I never went to someone's house before.
I hear that.
He never went to someone's house before. Like, was he like locked in a dungeon for his entire childhood? Like, he's saying that he never hung out with anyone, he never had any friends, he's never met anyone before, he's never been in someone's house before. He's denying way too much. He's denying things like that it's beyond the possibility of doing. Obviously, he's been in someone's house before. You can't even in a third world country, you've been in someone's house before. Like, unless you're, the Jungle Book and you grew up raised by wolves. Like, there's no possible way you could never have been in someone's house before. So, like, maybe for this purpose he could say, but he's not saying that. He's like, it's like a blanket statement that it's just way too much.
Why did you do it then?
It's the first time for me. I never went to someone's house before.
You know, I hear that all the time.
Yeah.
It's my first time.
I'm sure.
And
you
I
have.
doubt that all the people who tell me it's their first time are telling the truth.
This is honest to death.
So you're the first honest guy I've ever found.
This is the first
Coming to
time.
visit a
Well, no,
13
Honest to death? I don't think that's a real statement. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he just made that up.
are telling the truth.
This is honest to death.
So you're the first honest guy I've ever found.
This is the first
Coming
time.
to visit a 13-year-old boy.
This is the first time I met a young person that age. The first time ever in history.
But what?
Didn't you just finish saying that he's friends with everyone and he likes hanging out with all sorts of people to watch movies and stuff, including 13, 14, 17-year-olds up to 30s and 40s? Didn't he say that like less than a minute ago? Now he's saying that this is his first time ever?
This is the first
Coming
time.
to visit a 13-year-old boy.
This is the first time I met a young person that age. The first time ever in history.
But what
ever.
could you possibly have in common at 27 with a 13-year-old stranger?
That's something I'll find out when we sit down and chat, to be honest. I mean, there's nothing sexual.
And even that doesn't make sense. Like, if you go to meet someone for a purpose, if it's not sexual, like he's claiming that this is not, you would talk to them online, realize you have something in common, whether it's like a romantic thing or just someone else you meet because you have mutual interests. You would find out what those interests are before you go meet them. Like, if I just met some random guy online, I wouldn't be like, hey, let's go meet somewhere to hang out, and then we'll talk and see if we have any mutual interests. Like, that's very weird. You would realize, like, hey, we're into the same kind of stuff. Let's go do this thing that we're mutually interested in. That's how life works. You wouldn't just meet someone of any age without knowing that you had even the slightest bit of interest. It's like a way to like vet people. You got to filter people out. That's the whole purpose of like text-based communication, is learn about someone through their social media and through talking to them on text before you meet them in real life. And you want to know that you have some sort of thing in common before meeting them. So his rationalization here is stupid.
With a 13-year-old stranger.
That's something I'll find out when we sit down and chat, to be honest. I mean, there's nothing sexual was going to happen anyway from the get-go.
After you sent him a penis picture.
And I didn't realize I sent that. You can look at all my conversations. I did not realize I sent that kind of picture. I did not realize
so today
that.
you just...
And I wonder, does Chris not have his chat log? Because if I remember correctly, I heard other people talk about it. Like, he had a very disgusting chat log where he went into details about all the stuff he wanted to do. So if Chris had that, like, there's no way Jesse could deny it. Maybe since Chris isn't bringing it up, maybe Jesse assumes that Chris has not read it and that maybe he doesn't know the full extent of his like perversion. Because yeah, it would be nice if Chris could just grill him with some of the sick lines that he had in that chat.
So say
one big misunderstanding.
For example, I was gonna watch a movie with just like an ordinary conversation, like Como, like friendly.
What the hell was? That's not even English.
One big misunderstanding.
For example, I was gonna watch a movie with just like an ordinary conversation, like Como, like.
I don't know, he's either having a mini stroke or maybe he's talking faster than his brain can provide words for, so he just starts mumbling gibberish.
For example, I was gonna watch a movie with just like an ordinary conversation, like Como, like friendly type thing. It wasn't gonna be anything sexual. Even when we were chatting, I never said, "Oh, hey, do you want to have sex?" Because that's not the kind of person I am. I don't want to.
Maybe you didn't say those specific words, but you said things along those lines. As far as I know, he went into graphic detail. I should have read the chat before so I could confirm some of the exact things he said, but I'm pretty sure it involved very, very graphic things that maybe he didn't say, let's have sex, but he said, he absolutely implied that in a million possible ways.
I'll throw myself out there like that. That's not what I am.
But if you're his parents, are you going to be comfortable?
I have a 16-year-old friend. I do. Yes, I do.
That's a pretty big age gap.
Did he say he has a 16-year-old friend? Chris was asking if you had kids, and he says he has a 16-year-old friend. I mean, that's kind of weird, but it's also not what Chris was talking about.
Are you going to be comfortable?
I have a 16-year-old friend. I do. Yes, I do.
That's a pretty...
Does Jesse just not understand what Chris was implying there? He's implying that if you had a kid, would you want some other man coming over here alone to do this? Then Jesse's like, I have a 16-year-old friend. It's like, that's not helping your situation.
pretty big age gap
It is.
at this stage.
But you know what? But there's nothing wrong with that, because to be honest, I have friends that are 16 to 30. We all hang out. You know, there's no drugs involved. Obviously, I don't do any drugs.
Like, he's almost like using my earlier example of drugs in the car. Like, you weren't accused of having drugs. Like, Chris didn't mention anything even close to that. Like, it makes me think that Jesse brought drugs and intended to do drugs, so he's just denying that too.
But we all just conversate. I mean, there's so many similarities from other people. It doesn't matter what age to me. You know, so some people look at it as more like a pedophile thing.
And Chris never brought that up either. Like, it seems to me that all these things he's denying are exact things he intended to do. Like, he probably brought drugs. He probably is a pedophile. He was intending to have sex with a decoy. All these things that he's saying that he doesn't do, he does do.
About age to me, you know, so some people look at it as more like a pedophile thing or something like that, but that's not what I am. You know, I don't go around looking.
Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, Jesse, but that is exactly what you are.
For 10-year-olds, 13-year-olds. No, that's not who I am. That's
not maybe not 10-year-olds, but definitely 13-year-olds, because that's the reason you're here.
not exactly.
But
who
you
I
see
am.
how this looks.
Yeah, I definitely understand that. That's why I didn't walk through that door.
A 27.
Although Jesse, maybe he doesn't realize the extent of the trouble he's in, because he's doesn't seem to be taking it as hard as some of the other guys. Like, John Dupe kind of got defensive. Jeff Sokol was just arrogant, but like they knew they were in trouble. Jesse seems to be coming across as friendly. He doesn't seem very scared. Obviously, Joshua Cologne's is kind of like a walking coma victim went through his interrogation here. He doesn't even have much personality. Vincent Ambrosio, of course, breaks down crying, but Jesse seems to be taking it the best. He's kind of friendly and personable. If you were watching this like without volume and you didn't know the actual circumstances around it, you wouldn't know that he was in trouble or anything like that. He just seems to be taking it very well. So he's either very good at acting like he's not in trouble, or he just doesn't realize how bad this is.
7-year-old sends a penis picture to a 13-year-old.
Yeah.
And then comes over to just hang out.
Yeah. I know how it looks. And I wasn't even gonna walk. Something told me don't walk through that door. I swear something told me do not.
Well, why'd you do it then?
I don't know. I wasn't gonna walk through that door. I really wasn't. But I don't know. Even when I saw him, I looked at him. I was like, this doesn't fit. I mean,
this doesn't fit. Yeah, he looked at him and he was like, this. He knew something was wrong immediately because of the extremely old decoy.
I wasn't gonna walk through that door. I really wasn't. But I don't know. Even when I saw him, I looked at him. I was like, this doesn't fit. I mean, I hang out with people outside of their home because I wouldn't want.
And he just seems to be hung up on this thing where the act of going into the house is the problem. It's like, no, going into people's houses if you have permission is totally fine. It's the circumstances of why you're here. You're here to have sex with a 13-year-old. That's the bad part. But he's all caught up on, I usually meet people outside the house. I didn't want to walk through the door. I don't go into people's houses. Like, everything he's talking about is like the act of going into the house is the main point of the conversation. And it's like, that is not the main point.
I want myself to be in someone's home that I really don't know. I never meet someone at their home. That's why I felt weird.
So this is just one big misunderstanding.
This is the biggest.
The first time you've ever had such
I ever
a
walked into someone's
misunderstanding.
house, to be honest. Because at my house, I don't like people come to my house. Well, I can because I have a big patio outside, and I have my neighbors that come outside with me. So I would feel safe because I'm not by myself with that person. So at least people see me with this person. But
what the hell is he talking about? Like, he's saying he invites people over to. He doesn't invite people to his house. But sometimes he does, but they only go on his patio because it's outside where the neighbors can see him. Like, who's he hanging out with where he's so afraid that he needs to be on his patio where the neighbors, he's visible to the neighbors to make sure he's safe? Like, if you're that scared of hanging out with people, pick different people to hang out with. I don't get what the hell he's talking about. Like his house and his patio and his neighbors.
Well, I can because I have a big patio outside and I have my neighbor.
Understanding.
This is the
and
biggest.
The first time you
this is
ever
the
had
biggest
such
I ever
a
walked into someone's
misunderstanding.
house. To be honest, because at my house, a lot of people come to my house. Well, I can because I have a big patio outside and I have my neighbors that come outside with me, so I would feel safe because I'm not by myself with that person. So at least people seeing with this person. But me coming here. Like I parked at that park right there.
Right.
I sat there for like 5 minutes, and I parked at the park because I was gonna make a U-turn and just go because I don't like coming to people's houses. Because there was one time where one of our friends was at his friend's house, and you know it didn't really go as they were gonna say.
He makes no friggin' sense. It didn't really go as they were gonna say. I think what he meant is like one of his friends went to someone's house and it was a setup. It was probably one of his friends, someone in his, ring of his circle, who was doing this exact thing, and they went there, and it was probably something like this. They got exposed by some predator hunter on YouTube, or some guy was there to beat the crap out of them, or the person's parents were there, like something like that. But Jesse just seems to be, Chris has brought up multiple times, like, how would you feel if this was your kid, or something like that, where Jesse's still under the impression that he's the victim here. It's like he's the predator here, but he thinks like everything's about his safety. He was scared to come in. It could have gone wrong. He was very scared to come in. So we don't care if you were scared to come in. You came in to do something blatantly wrong and illegal. You were the predator in this situation. We don't give a shit about your safety.
You know, when he walked in, there was actually an ambush. It was two older guys and a woman. They beat him up.
Oh, there we go. Those are the details.
You know, it was like people that, I guess people that they're looking for.
It was a setup.
Yeah, well, not like this. Like I guess they want to just beat somebody up. So that's why I don't come to people's houses. I'd rather meet at a sandwich shop, at a Starbucks, just so we can sit down.
This guy is just putting all these businesses on blast. It's like even Starbucks probably doesn't want to be associated with them.
Conversate. It's nothing really sexual or ordinary.
Do you live?
Nothing really sexual or ordinary? Is that what he said?
I don't come to people's houses. I'd rather meet at a sandwich shop, at a Starbucks, just so we can sit down, conversate. It's nothing really sexual or ordinary.
Do you live by yourself?
No, I live with my 3 dogs.
Three dogs.
Yeah, thanks, yeah.
Here in.
Okay, I like dogs, but when someone asks if you live alone and you have dogs, the answer is still yes. Like, dogs don't count as a spouse or family or roommate. It's like pets don't count.
No, I live with my 3 dogs.
Three dogs.
Yeah, thanks, yeah.
Here in Fairfield.
Yeah.
So, how many people live in your household? 4. Me and my 3 dogs. Like, shut up, Jesse.
Actually, right up the road by Taco Loco.
By Taco.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we've been running an investigation
Okay.
called Hansen versus Predator,
Okay.
and I'm Chris Hansen.
Okay.
And you're the predator.
And you've walked into it.
Okay.
So if there's anything else you want people to know,
I'll just see it okay.
Well, if he was trying to hide that ring, he's doing a bad job of it now because he's clearly holding it up in front of his face and in the camera. So this is the more appropriate shot. They got rid of the Jurassic Park shirt. Now they just got his face, his ridiculous fat face, and his hand with the ring there. Which does beg the question, like, if he said he lives alone with his 3 dogs, but if he's, like, married, presumably to a woman or a man, I don't know, but, like, wouldn't they live in the same house with him? So maybe they've split up? Maybe he's kind of pulled James Rutherford, where they split up with their spouse, so they have all this free time to go after underage people? Because it just seems like, yeah, you would live with the person you're married to.
I'm not. That's not who I am. That's not who I am. Honestly, that's not who I am. That's not me. Can you take the cameras off me, please?
I can't at this point. No.
Can I leave?
You can leave right out there.
Okay. This is very awkward and very embarrassing for me. I'll talk to you in private if you like.
I can't turn the cameras off.
Okay. I mean, I'll answer any questions for you, to be honest, because I'm not.
Well, you have.
This is not what it seems to be. This is not what it was going to be. So.
This was not what it was going to be. Like, isn't that kind of an admission of guilt? I wasn't here to do the thing I was coming to do. This wasn't going to be what it was going to be.
So I want everyone to know that's actually seeing right now. It's not what it was. I was just out to hang out with somebody, nothing sexual to that nature. It may seem to other people it was, but to me,
Yeah, to like any other person, especially people who have read the chat log or have any insight into this situation. He's basically saying that, like, I know people won't believe me. Of course they would. Like, we're going to rely on the word of a guy caught doing this. Obviously, he has every reason to lie about it.
it's not. Because if it was to that standard, I would have actually texted the guy, "Hey, let's meet and let's do this, let's do that." But it wasn't. I'm very, cordial with what I say. I'm very blunt. So nothing was sexual nothing sexual to that nature. But to be honest, I can't remember lesson right now.
Put your hand down. It looks weird to be holding your hand like that.
I'm not walking to my house.
And what?
I'm not walking to no one's house ever again. This is the first and last time we're doing that.
What's
What is he talking about? You can walk into people's houses. Like, if you have permission to be there and they're over the age of 18, you can walk into people's houses. You can even walk into people's houses and have sex with them. That's something adults do. If they're consenting and they're adults, you can do that. You can go into people's houses for any variety of reason as long as you're allowed to be there. Why does he think that the lesson to learn in all of this is to not go into houses?
What's the lesson here, Jose?
The lesson here is don't walk into no one's house that you don't know who actually even lives there. That's to be honest. Don't do the same thing to other people that you wouldn't want done to you.
What? Don't do things to other people that you don't want done to you? Is that what he said?
Don't walk into no one's house that you don't know who actually even lives there. That's to be honest. Don't do the same thing to other people that you wouldn't want done to you.
Don't do the same thing to other people that you wouldn't want done to you. Well, that is a stroke of brilliance on the part of Jesse Velez. Someone should put that quote on a T-shirt.
Would
But
you want
you did
someone?
it, though.
Yeah, because I walk to someone's house, but I never allow people to come to my house. That's the thing. I never allow. It's okay because I'm not even ashamed to do this. Don't let people walk into your house. Why would you go to theirs? Because you know what.
Well, this guy's obsessed with the act of like going to people's houses and them coming to his house. Like, what did you just say there?
It's okay because I'm not even ashamed to do this. Don't let people walk into your house. Why would you go to theirs? Because
Don't let people walk into your house. Why would you walk into theirs? Like, people come to my house quite often. Like, friends, family. Like, I don't get what the hell he's talking about. Like, that doesn't make any sense at all.
would come to my house. That's the thing. I never allow. It's okay because I'm not even ashamed to do this. Don't let people walk into your house. Why would you go to theirs? Because you know what to expect to that nature. That's why when I came here, I was bored today. I didn't know what to do, so I figured I'd hang out with some people.
How about watching football?
I'm not a sports person, believe it or not. Don't like
This might be news to you, Jesse, but there are things to do in the world other than sports. There's plenty of people that, maybe are not sports fans. They find things to do that are not this.
Watching Netflix.
I was. It was just today was just a day that just let's just go hang out tonight real quick. Just hang out. Nothing sexual though. I'm not looking for that. I'm not.
But again, isn't that what Grindr was set up for?
It depends what people utilize Grindr for. Some people use it for dating, for hangouts, for chill. Other people use it for a sexual preference. That's not what I'm looking for. Even on my profile, it just said, "Hey, let's chat." I'm not looking for anything to that nature.
If that's true, why were you not using a different app? Like, he would have had to have known that Grindr is mainly used for that, or at least mainly known for being used for that. So why would you go on there if you had a different purpose in mind?
It just says, "Let's chat." That's it.
Okay, fair enough, Jose. I appreciate
So it's fair enough. So everyone out there, that's not who I am. That's not who I am.
Okay.
So
I appreciate that.
You're welcome, Chris.
Jose,
Thank you for this actual experience, actually, because it's pretty interesting, actually. I'm never ever doing this ever again. To walk to someone's house.
Oh, God, Jesse. Something tells me that you didn't learn from your experience.
So
I appreciate that.
nothing bad out of this.
Okay.
I appreciate
All
it.
right. Thank you very much, Jose.
Thank you. I
Thanks for your
appreciate
time.
it. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sure he really appreciates being exposed like that.
Oh, where's the exit?
Right there, straight ahead, over there.
He's just apprehensively going in, just knowing something's gonna be up.
Or the police department will explain everything to you right after. You can do that. Bring your phone.
Hey, later, Dad.
You have nothing in your pockets, do you?
No, just my keys.
All right, very well.
Why am I nervous?
We'll explain everything in a minute.
you know, it's funny, all that denying and his assertions that he never does this kind of thing, and it's like, police don't care. Like, we don't care. It's like, we know exactly what you were doing there, but you're just as guilty as any of the rest of them, so it's, the end result's the same.
Slide all the way over.
Right up into the photo, this picture, and I'll explain it to you. Okay.
Face forwards, eyes open.
Good.
Good.
Face the wall. There you go.
Jesse, what's your last name?
Velez.
You got through everything?
Yeah.
Well, now the tears are coming as he's starting to realize that he shouldn't have gone into someone's house or let anyone come to his house.
I know this is upsetting, and trust me, I'm not mean. You know, I'm not sitting here in judgment of you.
Maybe she's not mean, but there's probably going to be some guys in jail with him that are mean.
I'm just trying to understand what happened today, and that's all. That's all we're trying to do.
Too.
Okay. You read everything thoroughly?
You know, 6 months from now, he's going to be like, you know, you don't go into someone else's cell, and you don't want guys coming into your cell, so it's just like you don't go into cells.
Yes.
Okay. Why don't you tell me why you think you're here? Why you think this whole thing happened?
He better, I swear to God, if he says anything about going into someone's house, I don't know what I can do. I can't reach out and smack him or anything, but it's gonna irritate me.
Because I was stupid enough to go on the app and chat with random people, and I met one of them, which unfortunately was underage. Nothing sexual is going to happen with any of them that I meet today, just hangouts or whatever. Unfortunately,
Okay, thank you for not mentioning the house, Jesse.
I went to their house, which I shouldn't
Oh, damn it. It's too late.
have.
Okay.
And I've never done that before. Usually I meet them at Starbucks, just so I feel safe at the same time.
Even confronted by the police, he still doesn't get it. It's like if you meet a 13-year-old for sex, it doesn't matter if it's in a house or at a Starbucks or at a park or wherever the hell you want to meet. It's the act of what you're doing that's wrong. That's the reason you're sitting here.
This time I did it.
Okay.
It says Jesse served 2 years in prison out of a 5-year suspended sentence, and as far as we know, he has never reoffended. Hopefully Jesse learned his lesson. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone, and I know there's people have been recommending Predators, and I have them on my list to do next, so you'll be seeing some of them very soon. And I'll see you next time. Bye.